In the heart of the Arctic, survival is a fragile thread, and today, that thread has snapped for one mother polar bear, leaving behind a cub too young to face this frozen world alone. The cub nudges its mother's motionless body with its tiny nose, confused and desperate. It lets out a faint, heartbreaking whimper, its breath visible in the frigid air. The wind answers back with a cruel, indifferent roar. Orphaned, alone, vulnerable. In the Arctic, where the cold shows no mercy, this little life is slipping away, unless help comes soon. Wait, down there. It looks like a bear. It looks like a bear. Two of them. No, one's not moving. The helicopter swoops lower, kicking up a swirl of snow. As they land, the team rushes toward the lifeless form of the mother bear, hearts heavy. But then, a small movement. The cub. There's a cub. It's still alive. They arrived just in time. But saving this cub isn't as simple as picking it up and flying away. It's scared, traumatized. And in the Arctic, fear can be as deadly as the cold. The rescuers move slowly, their voices low and soothing. The cub growls weakly, its tiny body shivering, unsure if these humans are friend or foe. It's okay, little one. We're here to help. Trust is hard to earn in the wild, especially from a heart freshly broken by loss. But these rescuers know that patience is the first step to saving a life. Before focusing on the cub, the rescuers turn to the mother bear. They kneel in the snow, their faces somber as they begin to respectfully cover her with snow and rocks. A quiet, dignified farewell. She kept her cub alive as long as she could. Now it's our turn. The cub watches silently, as if understanding. A final glance at its mother's resting place, then the cub lets out a soft, mournful cry. The rescuers' eyes glisten with emotion, but they know there's no time to grieve. In the Arctic, life and loss walk hand in hand. But where one story ends, another must begin. She quickly gathers supplies, starting a small, controlled fire with driftwood and emergency gear. The orange glow flickers against the icy blue landscape, casting long shadows. Hang in there, little one. We've got you. The cub resists at first, squirming and growling softly, but exhaustion soon takes over. It curls up near the fire, its trembling easing slightly. For a creature born into the cold, warmth is a foreign comfort. But tonight, it's the difference between life and death. She offers the cub fresh fish, gently placing it nearby. But the cub refuses, turning its head away, too stressed to eat. Come on, little one. You need your strength. Hours pass. The cub's hunger finally outweighs its fear. Hesitantly, it sniffs the fish, then takes a small bite. The rescuers exchange relieved glances. Sometimes, survival comes down to the simplest things. A bite of food, a flicker of warmth, and the fragile trust between a wild heart and a helping hand. As darkness settles in, the team takes turns keeping watch. The cub sleeps fitfully, occasionally letting out soft cries in its sleep. A rescuer sits beside it, staring at the endless Arctic night. You've lost so much, but you're not alone anymore. In the silence of the Arctic, grief has no voice, but compassion does. The first rays of morning light stretch across the snow. The cub wakes, blinking against the pale sun. It's still weak, but there's a spark of life in its eyes. The rescuers prepare to leave, knowing the cub now has a fighting chance. They've done all they can. Be strong, little one. The world is waiting for you. The team boards the helicopter, the cub watching from the snowy ground. As the blades roar to life, the cub doesn't run. It simply watches, standing tall against the wind, as if understanding that these strangers saved its life. Some goodbyes are quiet, but they echo forever. The helicopter fades into the distance, leaving the cub standing alone, but no longer lost. There's hope now, written in its steady stance and the warmth it carries inside. This cub's journey is far from over. But thanks to a team of strangers who refuse to look away, it has a chance to survive, a chance to grow, a chance to live. Every life in the wild is precious, but the Arctic is changing. Climate change, habitat loss, and human impact are pushing countless species to the brink. You can be part of the solution. Support wildlife conservation, protect their homes, because when we save one life, we save a future. Help protect polar bears by subscribing to our channel for more videos.